benefit of Nigerians, all Nigerians resident here in the Netherlands.
I see. So say you have the concern of the Nigerian, let's say individual NGOs to kind of unite under this umbrella organization and to have one voice, which is very, very, very commendable, very commendable. But how are you going to actually achieve, this kind of united front, making sure that everybody is equally represented with one voice, and that whatever decision is going to be made, everybody feels that they are well represented? How are you going to get
to guide us in this respect, we have the NNA NL Constitution. And the Constitution states clearly how the NNA NL is supposed to operate. So we have the National Representatives Council, and we also have the Executive Committee.
Okay.
Now, the members of the National Representative Council are elected, and we hold elections every 2 years. And every association that's a member of NNA can field candidates for the elections. And once people are elected, because we have various posts like president, vice president, treasurer, secretary, what have you. Once people are elected, and we try to ensure that people from various associations put themselves forward for elections, so that we have a broad spectrum of associations represented in the executive. And we also have the executive working committee. And this also has elected members. And we also have various committees for various issues like finance, technology, economics, political and social issues. And what we do is the executives then try to appoint people from NNA associations to posts in these committees. And that way we get people from different associations working together, and we can achieve quite a lot working this way. Some of the things we've been able to achieve during the tenure of the current administration, for example, is the waiver of invitation letters for Nigerians who have had to give up their Nigerian citizenship to gain Dutch nationality. Previously, the embassy would require them to ask for a letter of invitation from Nigeria if they wanted to obtain a visa to go home. So we made representations to the embassy that we felt this was onerous for Nigerians, because we're Nigerians, and they simply had to give up their Nigerian nationality to obtain a Dutch citizenship. And the embassy agreed with us, and they then waived this requirement to ask for a letter of invitation. So if you're a Nigerian and you hold a Dutch passport and you don't have your Nigerian nationality anymore, if you wish to obtain a visa to go home, you can simply write a letter yourself and take it to the embassy with your application. And also things like the passport application procedure. Because a lot of people we heard through the associations, and also through experience of a lot of members of NNA as well, that when applying for a passport or renewing your passport, you have to go through this procedure on the internet, which only accepted Visa card payments, and specifically Visa card payments. And Visa is not widely used here in Netherlands. So we spoke to the embassy. We felt that this is a hindrance for a lot of Nigerians here who need to renew the passports or obtain new passports. So the embassy said the embassy said we try and do it a different way. So we came up with a different procedure where you could actually have somebody else pay for you, or you could use Ideal. So this is
so this is now feasible.
This is now feasible. Previously, I think the first thing to change was the fact that you could ask somebody to pay for you in Naira in Nigeria, and once they sent you the payment reference, you could submit this to the embassy along with your application.
Okay.
So these are the kind of things we've been trying to do, and there are also some other things in the works. Because, for example, we worked closely with the embassy in organizing the 2000.
We have a call on the line. Caller, just hold on. Let the current speaker finish, and then you can come up.
We've collaborated a lot with the embassy. For example, we helped in organizing the 2013 Nigeria-Netherlands Business and Investment Forum in The Hague, and lots of members of NNA associations were also involved in this business forum.
Thank you. I'd like to welcome the chairman, Chief Oliver Wanko. He just walked in. Say hello to our listeners.
Thank you, all Nigerians and all the listeners. It's nice to have you on the line.
Okay.
We are here to answer all your questions and respond to all the concerns you may raise. Thank you.
All right. Hello, caller. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Yeah, man, who's calling, please?
This is Pastor Larry.
Oh, Pastor Larry, all the way from The Hague.
Yes.
Go ahead, sir.
Is it question time?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Okay. I'd like NNA to identify what NNA has achieved in the past 2 years or in the year and a half. And also, I'd like to find out why is it that NNA has failed to carry along Nigerian media in the activities that they have conducted. The gentleman just mentioned the Nigerian Business Forum. Why is it that the African media was not invited as a press? Why they want to charge African media to pay for coverage of such an event? I'd like an answer to that, and also to identify what has been achieved in this period. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, let me take you from the last question.
Yeah.
What we have achieved. What we've achieved is the unity. This is the first time in Nigeria that all the Nigerian associations, let me underline it, all Nigerian associations have gathered together. It is not individuals. So what has been achieved is the unity that have eluded the Nigerians all year long in the Netherlands. And I want any person to tell me whenever in the Netherlands that an umbrella association has been formed in Nigeria. So we have sustained it. We started with the number of associations less than 20. At the moment, we are about 30 Nigerian associations. That is a very big success. And be aware that we are less than 2 years in existence. Now, as the Vice President have said, both in Nigerian Forum and helping at the embassy level, representations, we really had meetings with the Minister of Power to express what we want. We met the immigrations, we met the customs. There are a lot of other ministers where we tell them exactly how we want that country to be run, instead of getting ourselves open in the public bashing. Yeah. Now let me come to the media. When we invited, along with the embassy, all the businesses, there was no exception. But let me say one thing. If you had notified us on time that the media here should cover it, we would have really done something. But what happened was that it was on that day that people came. In everything, there are rules and regulations. Yeah. So if we were notified, we don't know it all. Don't get me wrong. We are new, and we want to improve. We would appreciate people give us pre-information on certain issues, so that we do what we can. If we were told about Nigerian African medias in the Netherlands want to cover it, we would have gone to look for waiver. Yes. But on that day, it was difficult. But in the near future, we make those corrections.
Okay.
But Chief, let me ask this question. I mean, the media. Chief Oliver, the media, do we need to take permission before we do some coverage?
No.
Do we need to write an application? Because I think that's...
let me answer, please. You don't need to do any application. If you notify us beforehand that you will be there, That's what we are saying. If we know let's say, for instance, at Get Back Our Girls yesterday, we didn't see the media, for example. We thought they would be there. So if we are notified on time, that's fine.
But the e-blast and the thing that gathered the people there, the media, the media.
Exactly.
So, and it went so far to Nigeria, to everywhere, because we had almost about 6,000 to 7,000 in our mailing, including the governors and president or the associates. So they got what we did, because I have a way of knowing when they have opened my email.
No, you really did a good job.
Thank you, sir.
A great job, yeah. So what we're saying that by that yesterday we didn't see you.
Yeah.
But AFTV
I was in church.
There, thanks, AFTV was there, I saw them.
Yeah.
People were asking me about voice and African Bulletin and so on and so forth. But let's do more to collaborate in the future, please.
Absolutely.
We want ideas.
Yeah.
We want the way to move it forward. We want to be united.
Yeah.
Amen.
No, honestly, we would have been there. We had been involved in a conference from Friday all the way through yesterday.
Yeah.
In fact, so we were ahead of it.
But we're inviting all of you in election coming Saturday 17th.
Yeah.
So you are now invited.
Yes.
Hello, good morning, caller.
Can I respond to your guy?
Yes, go ahead.
Can I respond?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, let me tell you, Oliver,
you can turn down the volume of your listening device a little bit.
Yeah, I turned it down. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oliver should be transparent and honest, especially when dealing with people of integrity. You cannot pretend that you do not know the African media where we are. The way you talk, you sound as if you want the media to put an application to attend to event. It's never done in the world. You knew, and you know all the African media outlets. You are indirectly a partner of African television, and you should have extended appropriate invitation to all African media. So don't come to the air and talk as if you're from Infu or in the publicly expecting us to give you an invitation. You're the one who's to organize and coordinate the media to publicity. And your story about European Africans, Nigerians have always united. So you're not saying anything new. Don't undermine the unity of Nigeria. We have always united. We are united. We'll always be united. Okay? You, the one who's extend invitation to say, guys, we need you to do this. We need you to do this. Then we will respond accordingly. You failed and accept the responsibility that you failed in aspect.
Okay. Thank you, Pastor Lai. I don't really want to react, but I would like to say something before he reacts. I think we should make it a bit too confrontational. He said in the beginning that there have been some mistakes made, and that they're still learning, and so we should be open for that. So granted that they made some mistakes in the past, I think we can forgive.
Then you should acknowledge the mistake, honestly. We forgot. We did not invite you guys. It was a mistake. Then we will accept. But don't talk to us as if we are morons, telling us that the media should send you a request when you knew about us, you know about us, you're part of us. So don't talk to us like we're morons, saying that we should send you an invitation or request. That is what I don't accept. Accept your responsibility. You dropped the ball, you made a mistake, and you apologize for it. Then we can forgive you, and we can watch out for you next time to make sure that you do things properly.
All right.
Pastor Larry, I think this is on record. Yes. That's fine. You can replay the record. I never say you should send a request. I said you notify that you are going to be there. So that's what we asked. We are not saying you write application. You see, the most important thing is, if there are issues, let's find a way to resolve it. If there are mistakes, let's correct it. There is no issue. I mean, there are no hassles. I mean, we are working together, and no one is telling each other to be moral. We are the same people. Come rain, come sun. We will be one Nigeria, we be one Africa. So let's not take it as if anyone is against each other. We are for each other. Any mistakes are regretted. Any mistakes,
Pastor Larry, let him finish.
Yeah, exactly. But other callers may want to call in soon.
Okay.
A Nigerian event, that is so unprofessional. unprofessional. It's so unethical. It's so unethical that you would tell us to pay to come and cover your event. You should be paying us for publicity.
Well, that is
Okay,
true.
Let me say something here. I don't want us to watch Dr. News in public. Certain mistakes may have been made, but let's find a nicer way to deal with it so that we will not appear as if we are really,
that's
at
not
each
the
other's throats. So,
exactly.
Mr. Larry, I think I see the point you're coming from, the angle you're coming from. But I think if Oliver, and the secretary will find a way to fix that up. Can we say you're going to find a way to make it up?
No, as I've said before, I said what is important is that if there are a mistake made, the most important thing is to improve it.
Exactly.
So if we continuously
Dragging,
we go nowhere. Look, I believe in continuous improvement.
yes.
I don't believe in standing still. So what I am telling to Pastor Larry and all the media,
Including Voice of Nigeria.
including Voice of Nigeria, we are calling for everyone, let's put hands together and make it work and work well. Let's not dwell on the same old thing like blaming each other. Let's put hands together. If anyone sees where rooms of improvement should occur, let's do it. NNA NL is open to all rooms of improvement. We want to move forward. That is the most important thing. So, Pastor Larry, if you are offended, if there are some mistakes, we said every of such mistakes are regretted, is not intentional. Let's move forward, please.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Keep listening. All right. Well, I think we really have run out of time.
Yes.
I think there are a lot of issues to cover, and I think we've set a tone we must actually follow and trash out the issues and kind of build the confidence and the rapport that we need for achieving the goals we have set for ourselves. That said, let me just ask the final question, and maybe you can answer it within 1 or 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And that question is, what is your take on the ongoing Bring Our Girls Back campaign, and how may this be prevented from happening again?
I'll go first.
I think it's important that the campaign against what's happened is getting as much it's important that it gets as much publicity as possible. But I think we all have to support the government and encourage them, to do more. I mean, they need to do a lot more. I think one of the key things they need to do is that they need people on the ground. They need to work with people who actually live in these areas, because that's the only way they will get decent intelligence.
Okay.
They need to cooperate with
I see what you mean. Yes,
people
absolutely.
in there. So that's
Okay. If you want to add a quick word,
Okay, let me add
30 seconds.
Let me add a quick word there. First of all, my heart goes to the families of the Dutch that are released.
Yeah.
Actually, the Get Back Our Girls rally, it's not a protest, that took place yesterday, was supposed to be bring back our girls and release our Dutch people.
Yes.
So thankfully, the Dutch people were released, and we are also praying and hopefully that our girls will be freed.
Yes.
So, like the Vice President of NNA NL have said, we are calling all Nigerians
Yes.
to rally around, support the federal government,
Yes.
the state government, the local government. We are called all Nigerians to work together. There is no time for blame game.
No.
These are our daughters. They should be freed as soon as possible.
Yes.
And we are calling on Shakao to leave these girls. We are calling on Shakao to leave. Allah said those girls should be released and not to be sold.
Yes.
So we are calling on all Nigerians to support the effort of the government.
Yes.
And we should also commend the government. At the moment, they have accepted all the helps. And we thank the Americans, the United Kingdom, France, China, Israel, who have offered to help.
Yes.
So there is no need for blame game. All Nigerians, the whole world, should rally around together, to rally around with the Nigerian government, to find these girls, all of them, alive and safe. So it is time for us to get together now and move that country forward and bring this saga into a peaceful conclusion.
Thank you. On this note, I would like to say thanks for coming, and hopefully we'll have you gentlemen back again. Have a blessed week and a blessed day.
And we apologize to all of you who were calling in. We started so late. Next time it will be very, very, very early. So NNA, next time please be on time.
Met een compliment van de Razo wordt u aangeboden het nieuw.